Okay, here we are at Los Angeles's famous Angeles Crest Highway in the mountains above LA and the San Gabriel Mountains. Um, Here to discuss my rideshare setup and what I have and why I have it and how it helps me. I'm here in my 2011 Volkswagen Jetta Sportwagen. It is a great Uber car. I'm going to be doing a separate video on that. I'll try and post a link here in this video for that. But here I'm really here today to talk about my setup and why each piece is important to me and how I do my day-to-day work as a rideshare driver for Uber and Lyft. So let's start breaking it down. First thing, I'll just go over the overview here and kind of point out all the pieces I have. So I have obviously the car itself, and then I have over here my cell phone, which acts as the phone itself to call passengers to communicate with them if need be. And then also it's my Wi-Fi hotspot to give data to my tablet over here. So what the tablet does is basically runs my GPS and runs Uber and now Lyft. For a long time it was just Uber that worked on the tablet, but now Lyft also works on the tablet. So I run that. Now it works perfect now that Lyft works on there. That setup is just awesome. This thing's got a lot of power. It's an NVIDIA Shield 16 gigabyte tablet. I kind of wish I would have bought the 32 gigabyte version, which would have allowed me to put a SIM from T-Mobile or AT&T in there for LTE data and have its own data. I kind of like that setup better, but this one works pretty good for me, running the phone as the Wi-Fi hotspot. So I run it like that. In addition, what the car adds is it has Bluetooth functionality to have phone capabilities in here. So the phone is Bluetoothed into the car, and that allows me to make phone calls to passengers very easily. Obviously, I have my Uber and Lyft numbers put in there. So I can just speed dial quickly. I don't have to fumble with the phone or anything. I can actually just bring up the phone menu, find the last dialed numbers. They're always in there, and boom, call them up quickly and easily. And the phone can handle all that while the tablet's handling Uber and all that, and it doesn't slow everything down when you're trying to get out of your navigation app or your Uber app or your Lyft app into the phone app. Especially if your phone isn't the fastest in the world. By the way, my phone right now is recording this audio for this video, so it's kind of doing a dual purpose right now. So in addition, I'm running up here, I'm not sure if quite if it's in the picture frame, this thing, which is a Jabra Bluetooth speakerphone and also FM transceiver if you want to send what you have there onto the car stereo. That's really from an old car that didn't have Bluetooth. They're great for people who don't have Bluetooth because you can put your Bluetooth sound and microphone into that, and it'll play. If you're talking to somebody on the phone, it's great to just play it out of that speaker and use that as your microphone. It's on your visor, so the mic's right in front of your mouth. It works great. People hear you great. So to power all of this equipment, especially this really power-hungry, fast tablet, you need something powerful to power it up. And I tried some cheap chargers that were rated at 2 amps, which is what this tablet needs. It needs a 2 amp charger. And a lot of the powerful cell phones these days also need close to a 2 amp charger, at least one solid amp. And a lot of cheap chargers will say they do 2 amps, but they don't. And so I went through a couple cheap ones, they couldn't even keep this tablet powered. Like I had to go the whole night with a powered up tablet, and it was a nightmare. So not to mention my phone needed charging, and if a passenger's phone needed charging. So what I ended up doing is doing my research and finding this brand called Anker, and I'm going to do a separate review on this charger. But it's this Anker brand, which is an Amazon brand. You find it on Amazon only, and they're really quality. Anything you find from Anker, you can pretty much feel that it's going to do what it says it does and have a decent build quality and stuff. So I'll do a separate little review on this thing. But this thing gives me 2 amps of power to anything that needs it. Anything that's powered up, it will stop the charge to it. It's smart. It has a smart voltage thing. It knows what power each device needs. So that was a key purchase, and it was only a little over $20. So those are the main components. The only other thing I really run is in the back. I run another charger with a USB cable that has just it's like a USB extender cable that you can plug other USB cables into. So that hangs off of the back for people, and then whatever cable for what phone they need, I give them that cable and they plug it in. The other thing, I guess, is the mounts. I gone with a company called iOttie, IOTTIE, and they've been really great. They have really, really high quality suction cups. This one's on the dash. This one's on the glass, which I believe I have to move because I think that's against California law. But I'll move that one to the dash, no problem. These suction cups are great. If they lose their stickiness, you just run them under hot water on the sink, and you're good to go. Let them dry, air dry, and they get their tackiness back, and they hold great. So that's my setup. The tablet is the key deal. The Bluetooth in some way, whether with the speakerphone one that's separate, or with the a lot of the modern cars have it in it, that's great, but getting the phone to do one thing and the tablet to do another, it just makes things run so much smoother. The tablet is just amazing for navigation. It's faster. If you buy a fast tablet, it will be faster than a phone in general, especially when it doesn't have to deal with the other duties. And it's just the way to go. I don't know why they don't actually recommend that to people at a certain point. The mount is where it's tricky on these. You can see I have a mount here that doesn't quite fit this one because I bought it for a previous tablet, and it mostly fits this one, and with this spring-loaded deal holds it on there securely. So I'm happy enough with it. But obviously you could get one that fits your tablet specifically. But don't go cheap on your mounts. Spend money on your mounts and have at least one fast device that will keep up with these demanding apps. I come from an IT background, obviously that's why I'm doing this tech channel, and I can tell you, these are some of the most powerful apps you'll run on your phone or your tablet, and if you want them to keep up with the pace of a town like LA or a hot market like Cincy we always hear, you're gonna need to spend a few bucks. And hey, buy a tablet and write it off like I did, and you'll be happy. And, if you have a slow market, you can throw some movies on there, throw whatever you want on there, TV shows, whatever, to keep you occupied while you're waiting for that next ping. So, all right, everybody, good luck out there, and drive safe.